The following video is my journey trying to lose 10 legit pounds in 1 week using a variety of techniques, hacks, and weight loss secrets. Can I pull this off or will I crash and burn? This is my story. Let's get started with the weigh-in on day 1. But you gotta focus. It's important to weigh in at the same time each and every day to judge your weight changes more accurately. So I did this first thing in the morning after emptying the tank. Day 1 weighing in at 199.4 pounds. One of the heavier weigh-ins I've had this entire summer. Quick explanation on this. The last challenge video you guys saw a week ago was actually filmed 2 weeks ago. Right when that challenge video was over, I actually was eating in a calorie surplus of over 1,000 calories extra a day, coming to a mini vacation I had just the weekend before filming this video, eating about 5,000 to 6,000 calories a day for about 3 days straight, taking me from my summer set point of around an average of 195 pounds to 199 pounds in the morning after going pee. So this is my legit starting weight. With that being said, I am hoping this diet will help me get past that summer set point of 195 pounds, far past that set point, into the goal weight of 189 pounds by the end of this week. Can we do it? Let's find out. Now, the overall approach to being successful at losing weight this week is simple. That is consuming less calories than I expend. Now, the techniques I do to achieve that throughout this video, I found have worked for me in order to maintain my energy levels, not be super hungry, and achieve quick results when it comes to eliminating the initial bloating, water weight, and inflammation. And we got right to attacking it on day 1 with a combination of 2 of these techniques. Number 1, doing light to moderate intense activity for a prolonged period of time. And number 2, intermittent fasting. Starting with number 1, doing a prolonged light to moderate intense activity. In this case, exercise in the form of running 5 miles. So just got done running 5 miles. Felt really heavy. Felt really heavy. But I've been sweating a ton. Also peeing a decent amount. Sorry for TMI, but cardio is definitely down. But I haven't really done cardio in the last 4 days. Been on mini vacation. Honestly, in my opinion, one of the best ways to just burn some calories to just help with that weight loss, that fat loss, is just something steady state cardio, you know, whether it's running, jogging, or even walking, hiking, if you like that type of stuff. So 5 miles is good. That's about 500-ish calories. Other than that, it's day 1. All right, let's do this. Going out and doing an insane amount of exercise isn't completely necessary to start the weight loss process, but in my case, it was something I wanted to do, so why not? The main idea behind doing exercise to help you with weight loss is that by doing exercise, your body is going to be using more energy to do that exercise, creating a greater deficit so that you can either lose more weight a little bit faster, or you can eat a little bit more and still lose weight. In my case, because I am coming into this challenge a little bit heavier than I would have liked to, I am trying to lose a little more weight slightly faster. Now, the second technique I will be using to help me lose weight throughout this challenge is intermittent fasting. That is essentially eating only 1 to 2 meals in a designated time window of anywhere between 8 to 4 hours in the day. So in my case, that essentially means not eating until dinner time. Why, might you ask? Well, simply because if I am eating all of my calories I get for the entire day in 1 to 2 meals in a short time window, then I'm going to be feeling way more satisfied than I would be if I was going to spread those out throughout the day. Now, that is at the cost of waiting to eat only once a day, which you might think might make you super hungry throughout the entire day, but in my case, being someone who is used to this technique, who has used it multiple times over many years, it was very easy for me to do, so why not do it? Now, I do remember getting into intermittent fasting the first time many years ago, and I remember it taking about a week to 2 weeks to actually stop feeling super hungry throughout the day before I'd get to my 1 meal. Another technique that I used in combination with intermittent fasting is eating low-calorie dense, high-volume meals. That just means eating meals that have a lot of volume but not so many calories. The best example is vegetables. So for instance, on day 1 here, trying to make chicken lettuce wraps, I used a ton of vegetables, extra bean sprouts, onions, lettuce, a side of kale salad, But because I was intermittent fasting, I still had my day's worth of calories I could eat up until about 2,500 calories, so I was able to have a side of rice with this meal. Wham, day 2, waking up at 194.2 pounds. That's almost 5 pounds down from the previous day. It is important to understand that this initial weight drop is not all fat. In fact, it is mostly not fat. Usually when someone starts off in a weight loss journey coming from an overweight standpoint, just by changing diet and activity level, they will drop a significant amount of weight in the first couple of days due to losses in bowel weight, glycogen, or known as water weight. Days 2 and 3, I continue with the same technique as I did on day 1 because it worked. If it's not broke, do not fix it. Still not being really hungry in the beginning of the day, I was able to successfully intermittent fast on both days 2 and 3. Also keeping my meals low calorie dense, high volume, eating a large variety of vegetables and other foods with fiber in them to help me feel fuller and stick to my goal calorie range of between 24 to 2,800 calories a day. Also keeping my activity level up. By day 3, I noticed that I was feeling lighter. The beginning of day 3 already down to 192 pounds, approximately 7 pounds down from the beginning of this only 48 hours ago. Like I mentioned earlier, continuing the same plan, intermittent fasting, eating low calorie dense, high volume foods, I was able to feel completely satisfied eating around 2,800 calories on day 3, still in a heavy deficit. Day 4 rolls around and my weight is slightly up by about a pound, 193 pounds. Now, when losing weight, it's very important to keep in mind it's not always linear. That means you're not always losing a steady amount of weight each and every day throughout your weight loss journey, even if you are sticking to a calorie deficit. There are fluctuations in the body that are sometimes out of your control, but the most important thing is to be honest with yourself and ask, are you doing a good job estimating or tracking the amount of calories, weighing out your food that you should be eating to lose weight, and are you being honest with how much you are actually eating and how much activity you are actually doing? If you are being honest and you notice your weight is up, it could be due to a multitude of reasons, and the best thing to do is not think about it too much, but just stay the course and continue doing what you're doing. So that's exactly what I decided to do on day 4 with a little twist. Now the twist comes in because on day 4, I was actually feeling pretty cold and kind of hungry in the morning. So I decided to implement this technique that I like to call intermittent hack fasting. And that is essentially saving most of my calories for later when I like to eat later in the day, but having a small breakfast to satisfy that slight hunger, as well as give me some extra energy for an intense workout that I was planning on day 4. With that being said, this small meal will take from the calories that I will be able to consume later, leaving my total day calories exactly the same as it would be either way. And that's what really matters. So a crazy workout day, a jog, followed by a mini tricking session. Yeah, that's right, finally guys, maybe we'll have more coming later. But then followed by a lower body, Bodyweight Beast 2.0 workout day, utilizing a combination of plyometrics, isometrics, and basic lower body calisthenics combined with interval training. The workout was pretty intense, geared towards athletic performance. If you guys are interested in this training program, it's a 12-week bodyweight only training program, Bodyweight Beast 2.0. Go to onlykindsfitness.com. Hard copies and digital downloads available. If you do get a hard copy, you will receive a complimentary digital download for free. Everybody who has been doing this, I want to thank you all so much for your positive feedback on this program. I am so happy you are all seeing great results. Now, after that awesome workout, I was getting pretty hungry for dinner. And for dinner, I was planning on having something a little bit more calorie dense, so not so calorie efficient, and that was beef burritos. Now, a little technique to help offset so that I don't overeat this easy to overeat calorie dense food, beef burritos, is to have something high volume and low calorie dense beforehand. So before eating the burritos, I would eat this entire bowl of slaw, chopped up vegetables, broccoli, carrots, with some apple cider vinegar added to it, a little olive oil, and a little garlic salt. Now, olive oil does have a little bit of extra calories, but I didn't apply too much, and I kept this in mind, and I added all of this to my daily calories, as well as the burritos I would eat in a second to be sure I was hitting between 24 and 2800 calories. Because I ate all of this high volume, low calorie dense food before having my burritos, I was able to only eat a few burritos rather than a whole heaping load of them and still be satisfied at the end of the day, sticking to my calorie range between 2400 and 2800 calories for this 24-hour period. Day 5 was nothing special, just staying the course, sticking to my calorie range, eating approximately 2600 calories on this day. I had chicken burgers without the buns, and then I also treated myself to some fries in the oven. It was quick, it was easy. Not as healthy as making my own potatoes, but what really mattered in this instance is literally just sticking to the calories and being in that deficit on day 5, which I was. Another technique I want to share with you guys that I've been using throughout this entire weight loss experiment so far is that if I ever felt a little bit hungry or wanted to be a little bit more satisfied towards the end of my meals, a simple drink of sparkling water really helped cap it off. While it isn't super optimal and isn't necessarily the healthiest thing to be drinking while eating, because that's what causes heartburn most of the time, if you need it, if you're on a diet, I found that sparkling water really makes you feel satisfied when you wouldn't be without it if you need it. Finishing my chicken burger and french fry meal barely brought me to 2000 calories at the end of the day, so I decided to have a little bit more calories in the form of a dessert, cream of wheat, and a little bit of almond butter, bringing my total daily calories up to about 2600 like I mentioned earlier. Now, something I could have done was just bite the bullet and said, hey, we're going to be in an ultimate deficit today of like 1000 to 1500 calories today. But I knew I was planning a pretty intense workout for the next day, and being in such a heavy deficit on this day might not set me up for a good workout the next day. Something that I like to emphasize with diets is that the most important thing isn't how much you can knock off quickly, but it actually is how consistent you can be over a period of time to give a more steady weight loss that's more sustainable, easier on the mind and body. Day 6, planning for an intense, long day of working out and just getting a ton of activity in. Also planning to eat out later, I decided to have a slightly heavier breakfast, hoping that it would kind of pre-satisfy me for the day so that when I would go out later, I wouldn't overeat. Would this be the case? Kind of. So literally after crazy workout in the gym, both body weight combined with weight training combined with running, lasting almost 3 hours of working out total. Obviously not necessary, but in my instance for fun. Yes, for fun. I was then treated to a dinner out from my parents. It was buffet style. Actually, it was the Whole Foods hot bar buffet style. They were treating me as a belated birthday present. Big shout out to my parents, thank you for this. So ideally, when eating out or when eating on vacation, a great technique to use is try to eat low calorie dense, high volume foods, try to eat more vegetables, and then for protein, try to pick the single ingredient protein source, a piece of chicken, a piece of fish, something that you can see, something that's not mixed with like, potatoes or bread or something like that. However, on this day, I kind of just got what I wanted. I ended up getting like noodles, quinoa, a little bit of salad stuff, but a lot of higher carb stuff, meatballs, a whole heaping load of calories essentially. But because we had that intense workout session and only ate the breakfast beforehand, we still had some significant calories to spare. I estimated this meal to be approximately 2200 calories, bringing my total daily calories to around 3000, which is essentially only my maintenance calories, which means I shouldn't have gained or lost any weight on this day. But what did happen? Let's find out on day 7. Day 7, approximately 192.4 pounds. That is about 1 pound up from the day prior. So what exactly do I think happened? First of all, I don't think I actually gained any fat or any fat back for that matter. What I think happened is a combination of two things. First of all, eating something out of the ordinary the night prior, which may have been more saltier, also probably had slightly more carbs than I was eating the whole entire week. However, I was 90% certain that all of the food I ate on day 6 did not add up to a surplus of calories. At most, it was maintenance. Knowing this, I wasn't too concerned about any extra weight. Now also, because of all of the activity I was doing throughout the entire week, and especially the day prior, I was suspicious that I might have been slightly inflamed, causing me to hold a little more water weight than normal. So my solution to try to reach my goal the next day and lose 3 more pounds in only 24 hours was to first of all take the day completely off from exercise, allowing my body to heal and hopefully some of the inflammation to go down, taking some water weight with it. But also I plan to drink a lot of water to help flush the system out and pull excess water weight with the water as it would leave my system. Finally, because it works so well for me for shedding excess water weight, I plan to intermittent fast this day. And then for my meals, I wanted to try a little old school technique, but we'll get to that in just a second. It's going on 5 o'clock. I'm about to break this fast. Haven't really felt hungry the entire day. Today is going really smooth. I hope I'm gonna hit my weigh-in tomorrow. Just in the mail, Snap just sent me this, a bundle deal right here, their total body optimization package. It comes with my favorite nitric oxide organic beetroot powder. If you haven't tried beetroot powder for performance, you're missing out. And in my honest opinion, this is the best beetroot powder I have ever tried. Also in this bundle deal, they sent me brain food right here. Essentially, it's an herbal and vitamin mineral complex that can help you with mental performance, memory, etc., brain health. And then something new that I haven't tried yet that came in this bundle deal that I was really excited to try out is this Super Greens product right here, Super Greens and Collagen. Better hair, skin, nail health. Maybe you've tried a Greens product before. I've tried quite a few, to be honest with you. I actually, I could show you. You guys know I'm not messing around. Like, this is the Greens product I was using for a while. It's like basically almost out. This is my beetroot powder I was using for a while. It's like a solid chunk in there. This one won't chunk up. And then this is a collagen powder I use, but that's really all combined in here. Just so you guys know that I'm not, this is like stuff I would have normally taken before here and there. So I'm gonna use this to break my fast today, get some nutrients flowing in the body. So trying this out right here, taking a scoop into some water, mixing it up. So that actually tastes super good. So like it should be, not sweetened with anything artificial, no fake sugars, none of that stuff. Just natural raspberry flavor and stevia extract to give it a nice taste. That raspberry flavor actually goes really well with this greens powder. Way better tasting than this other one right here. I'm sorry to that brand, but So yeah, if you guys are interested in this, any of these supplements, any Snap supplements, you can use the link in the description and it will give you 20% off your entire order. Or you can go to snapsupplements.com and use code FOCUS at the checkout and get 20% off your entire order. If you want an extra deal, pick up a bundle deal that's a pack of multiple supplements like this. There's a couple of different bundle deals up there, and it's slightly a better deal than just buying, one at a time. You'll get like multiple supplements, and they're a little bit cheaper in a package deal, if that makes any sense. So this is a bundle deal. Check that out. Or if you want to just buy individual supplements, either way, any way it goes, get 20% off your entire order if you use the link in the description. Awesome. Thank you guys. With that being said, I'm about to break my fast, have my first meal, get it in, and hopefully we'll hit that weigh-in tomorrow. I'm feeling pretty good today. Dang, that's awesome. All right. Now, unlike the rest of the week, my approach for this meal on the final day was to have more calorie-dense foods. Because having calorie-dense foods means that if I want to hit my goal calories, then I would be having less volume than having low-calorie dense foods, which might make me feel actually slightly more hungry than I was the previous days. But having less food, I was hoping would weigh less in my bowels and help me artificially hit my weigh-in the next morning. But on this day, I wouldn't be having no vegetables at all. In fact, I would include only one vegetable, and I would do this strategically. The vegetable I would have with my final meal would be asparagus, because asparagus can supposedly act as a light diuretic, and that means helping your body flush out excess water, which is exactly what I wanted to do in this instance. So my meal consisted of approximately 1 cup of white rice with almost 1 pound of salmon fried over olive oil, all more calorie dense foods than I've been having throughout the week, and 1 whole head of asparagus lightly sauteed. Keep in mind, olive oil is going to add a significant amount of calories to this meal, but like I said, I'm trying to eat slightly more calorie dense foods. At the end of the day, I'm still tracking all of this food I ate and keeping my calories at around 2,500 to still be in a deficit, because that is what is most important. Finishing up with a calorie-dense dessert consisting of walnuts, protein powder, and water to reach my goal of around 2,500 calories for the day. I then went to bed because sleep is also very important when it comes to shedding excess water weight. With all of this combined, would I be able to shed those final 3 pounds and hit my goal weight of 189 pounds? Losing 10 pounds in 1 week? Let's find out. Oh, man. So close. Dang, so close. Only missed our goal by 0.2 pounds. So we lost a total of 9.8 pounds in 1 week. Honestly, I could probably wait like 10 more minutes, go to the bathroom, and then like reweigh myself, and I'll probably like surpass our goal, but I'm not gonna do that. A few things I wanna say before we finish this video. First of all, it's not necessarily healthy to rapidly lose weight. However, I came into this challenge slightly higher than my set point. My set point was around 195 pounds for this summer. So coming in over, it was easy for me to lose those first couple of pounds. And with that being said, most of the weight loss during those first couple of days, heck, most of the weight loss during this experiment was not body fat. I do know that. Let me explain. My approach this week was to eat approximately 500 less calories a day than I would normally eat to maintain my weight. So I roughly predicted that I would need to consume approximately 3,200 calories a day to maintain my weight. So that means if I would just eat 2,700 calories every day, I would be in approximately a 500 calorie deficit. Now, according to the math, it takes approximately 3,500 calories to lose 1 pound of fat. That's just an approximation. 500 goes into 3,500 7 times. What that means is if I ate 2,700 calories a day for a week, I would approximately lose only 1 pound of fat. But I lost almost 10 pounds. Mostly that is because when anyone starts a weight loss journey, the more overweight a person is and the type of body they have and how they respond to exercise, etc., usually what happens is a quick weight drop during the first week, and that is what I experienced for the most part this week. Now that quick weight drop isn't 10 pounds of fat, 20 pounds of fat, whatever pounds of fat. A little bit of it will be fat if you're in a calorie deficit, but mostly it's going to be water weight, excess bloating, excess bowel weight, poop, sludge in the stomach, and also a little bit of muscle glycogen, which are carbohydrates stored in the muscles that you were using as, energy beforehand. What I'm trying to say is the almost 10 pounds that I lost this week was not a miraculous 10-pound fat loss. Maybe if I'm lucky, 1 pound of that was fat. For the most part, it was mostly water weight, but that is expected most of the time. The only time that wouldn't necessarily be expected or a good thing is if you are deeper into your diet, a couple weeks in. That is also something to keep in mind, because if you are a couple weeks into a diet and you are being honest, eating in a deficit, then don't expect to be losing 10 pounds every week unless you are severely overweight. But if you are someone who is just slightly overweight or maybe has been losing weight for a while now, 1 pound a week would be phenomenal, to be honest with you, so don't get discouraged. I hope this video shared with you some good ideas, some good techniques. If you haven't tried them already and you're interested or you're sick of your current routine and want to give these a try, go ahead and give them a try, but just remember, it takes consistency, time, dedication over time. Nothing is going to be given to you easily. So shout out to everyone out there who is in need of losing weight and who has made the choice to embark on a weight loss journey. It's not easy, and I want to say good for you. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out the links in the description if you're interested in my training programs, or if you're interested in saving 20% off on any SNAP supplements. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you all have a great day. Peace. I will see you all in the next video.